Hey Soul Tribe, welcome to your divine guidance reading. I'm gonna tune into someone who is within your energy. I've been picking up this feeling like there's a lot of regret in the way that someone has treated you. But the challenge is that I think you, the viewer, it's like, well, do they actually regret their actions? Like, what the hell happened? I'm just shuffling here to see if we can get some messages from this person. You're so easy to see through. Um, like this person, whoever it is I'm going to be talking about today, like in a lot of ways you were able to see past their mask, and at first it probably wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Like this person, uh they feel as though they could be a high level empath themselves. Um, and it's one of these feelings where you felt very close to them. It's sort of like they understood aspects about you that nobody else could actually see, but the challenge is that you could see them as well as they could see you, and there's a little bit of a karmic mix up. I miss seeing you. So what do I have here? Oh, I feel the sexual tension. I wish you I want to say could come back. I wish you would come back. I don't want to let you go. I can't get enough of you. There's so many mixed messages going on within here. So I actually completely understand why you're having such a difficult time understanding what the hell this happened. Like, chances are this could have been a relationship that felt really toxic. And it could have been, when I say toxic, it's like, well, sure, you're engaged with each other, but you fought all the time. Especially if there's some sexual tension that was there. It's this feeling like, well, we talked it out and we banged it out. Like I feel suddenly very awkward when I want to mention that out loud. Like I think, yeah, you are more than likely this person, they've actually really dealt with a lot of sexual wounding, and wherever it is that this person is at, um it sounds like, oh, okay. It's like your relationship with them wasn't that toxic. That's what it is. It's sort of this feeling like, well, it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't perfect. I was always willing to go out of my way to make things work out and meet eye to eye, but it sounds like this person themselves, they're really stuck in a third party energy. So, I'm going to cut the tarot. I've already pre-shuffled, and we want to get kind of a you versus them, it sounds like, because at the base for your person, I got Nine of Cups along with an Emperor underneath here, and I get the sense that this person's very showy. They're trying to put on the public face that they know what they're doing. It's they know their role in life, and in some ways it's as though they can't show any kind of weakness. We got the card of the Lovers. What's underneath there? Nine of Wands. Whoa, all of a sudden my voice wants to give out. One moment, please. Awkward pause is brought to you in part by coffee mugs that say I might be high. Is she really? No, she isn't. Wow. So this person has not been communicating what's actually been going on. And I actually have to throw it out there. Even though you might have respected this person, loved them, admired them, there's something going on in the background within their life that you are not privy to. And it's actually informing their decisions in ways that you in some ways it was none of your business to know about in the first place. So I got some cards to get an idea of your energy. And what is wrong with you guys? It's as though there's been zero proper communication between the two of you. Because like both of you have this masculine to masculine headbutting sort of feeling, but with the moon underneath, it's like you've been hiding your masculine energy. You wanted to sort of second, chair yourself, second fiddle yourself, and it's like, I'll give you the chance, you whoever you are, to figure things out. And it's annoying because it's like you're disappointed in this person. Let's cut the deck before I get way too entrenched in your guys' energy, because we got a six of wands along with the nine of pentacles. Like, you really thought that this dynamic was going to be part of your long-term future, and you really thought that this was going to be what's the word? Yeah, it's like you really thought this person was going to be able to help you out, help you stay founded, stay partnered up. But if they have walked away from you, or if they have suddenly changed, there's nothing more irksome that there's a personality shift. There's something going on in the background. So what's going on here? Got six of swords, knight of swords. Like, this person's been very confusing. Like, their energy is the knight of swords, and this is sort of the context of your connection. It's like, well, I got all these things going on with me, and I'm trying my best, like, I'm gonna do my best to communicate with you that everything is going on, and you're just like, okay, all right. You've been trying to show this person some space, and in many ways you are trying not to contribute to rocking the boat. But I don't get the world and seven of swords. Like, there, your instincts are correct about this particular situation, especially if they upended and they left and you're super confused. Because I do see, I miss you, I know more than you think. Like, you actually are very intuitively aware of what this person's going on, and they'll probably deny it. But there's a little bit of confusion within this particular cycle. The reason why they walked away, the reason why they ended it, the reason why they've been having a difficult time making any kind of decisive action, making any kind of decisions, or even communicating with you thoughtfully. They've been dealing with so much deception. I get the sense that this person has been strong-armed into a situation. It had nothing to do with you in most cases. They actually really do like you, they respect you, they love you. But whatever it is that they have chosen, they've decided to side with the enemy. They have decided that their own well-being and their own stability was way more important than yours. And that's a very difficult pill to swallow, because if you felt like you had this like long-term potential, and then they just up and left, and kind of left you questioning, um sort of questioning yourself. Did I do something wrong? No, you never did anything wrong. This person decided to change alliances in the name of their own security, in the name of their own safety. What's going on at the core soul of everything? We got the magician along with the star. Like, there's actually a bit of a warning within here. I think a few of you guys might still be hung up on trying to make things work out with this person, or hoping that they might come back. Here's the challenge. Like, they're trying to manifest a different reality, and they made a bunch of decisions that involved letting you go, releasing you. And in some ways, when we're thinking about detachment, it requires us to allow other people to be who it is that they are. We can only judge them so much, and this person decided to not make you their priority. Again, my voice wants to give out in this energy. They haven't communicated with you. And in some ways, you may not necessarily get all the answers that you're looking for. And there's a ask right now. This person's trying to hope for something different. And you're being asked for yourself as the viewer to reconsider what's important to you right now. Because if you're trying to re-manifest this relationship, if you're trying to make things work out, trying to force them, I think there could be a temptation within here to force somebody to confess, to tell the truth. There's a risk right now that you could end up becoming the karmic person. You could end up becoming the third party. What kind of guidance would spirit have? Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Like, it is interesting. We did have, what was it? Six of Wands at the base of your energy. And there's an illusion within here you need to take into account. You thought this person was part of your foundation. And maybe for a little while they did, but the Lover's card, and again, we got the Nine of Wands. What's underneath there? Three of Swords. I'm not seeing necessarily a Justice card. I'm getting this feeling like there's a karmic contract, a soul contract that's been complete. You're being kind of asked right now, especially since you have the opportunity to manifest something different. Like you guys are mirroring each other. But just because you're mirroring does not mean that they're entitled to keep you in their life. Because you have to ask, do you really want them to be in your life? They didn't communicate with you thoughtfully. You decided to be all passive, decided to let them make the decisions, let them be the boss of both of your realities, and they still chose something else. They didn't choose you. They chose to end something, and in some ways this might have been planned for a very long time, and they weren't forthright about it. And then there's a question in here. Do you really want to try to manifest a victory with someone who ditched you, with someone who's kind of left you at odds with yourself? Let's get the card, another card over here. We've got the Empress along with the Three of Pentacles. Like this person's very stressed out. And it's one of these feelings where you have a new opportunity. Like you may have been stuck within your masculine energy, trying to make things like, well, you've been sort of like passive and allowing the other person to make the decisions. There's still been an aspect of you where, well, okay, being passive means I should be more aggressive. And you're being asked to, okay, take a step back here for a second. You do have a superpower in being passive. But when you sit back and you put yourself into an empress state where it's like you've manifested something, you want to bring in something brand new, you have to be very open as to what the, the ideas, the physical objects, the wealth, the friends, the information that's magnetized towards you. You have to be so open about what those things could be. And it requires you to actually think about when you're being passive, it's managing your energy. In some ways, you didn't have the energy to go forward and try to force calm onto this person. So you got to listen to that. If you had to go out of your way to force calm onto somebody, if you had to go out of your way to force conversation, to force people to confess truths, especially when it wasn't the time or the place or even your business to do so, um there are good things you can take away from this situation. This person has a lot to learn, and they need to find new people to interact with, and in some ways you have everything that you need if you're willing just to kind of sit back and just allow this person to walk away from you. In some ways you're being guided to not think about remanifesting this person back into your life. The divine is like, you needed to actually end this. Subconsciously, you knew that something was coming to an end, and you were kind of hoping that wasn't going to be the case. But your energy was so intermixed with this person's that you actually lost your sense of self. And it's going to be very important for you to use that pacificity to sit back and get into your own energy, get to know yourself for the first time. You have a lot of major arcana that is really supporting you. And if you can trust that, even if this person does feel bad about what it is that happened, you can still forgive that. And I'm not saying that is easy because they left you with very little to work with. Um, but it seems as though you do have something to salvage, even if it's a lesson from this person. So, before we wrap up today, I have the card of presence. Welcome to the here and now. Just take the time to realize you are the person who you are right now. Whoever this individual is, they needed to move forward and they had to go repeat their own karmic loop. There is an energy within here that wants to remind you you have been freed from something that is toxic. You've been freed from something that would have kept you stuck in a past loop. Just be the person who it is that you are right now. Be here in the present moment, and you will be able to sit back, reserve your energy, and actually get the proper answers so that you can feel enabled and you'll be able to move forward on your own personal path. I'm just saying. Woo. Well, whoever you guys are, Damn, I really hope that this helped. Thank you for sticking around. If you like my style, please make sure to like the video on the way out. And if you haven't yet, but you're kind of curious about the next message, I highly recommend that you subscribe. And until I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries. Bye.